Alright guys, what's going on? And today I'm gonna have a little bit of story time. I said I was gonna do one on what happened on that Saturday on the 16th, but I just decided not to do it because at that time I was literally like angry and stressed out about everything that happened. But since I'm here on a video, I haven't done a video in a week, so I decided to do something a little different, like story time. So on the 16th, I went into work. I went into work and I was doing my job. But there's also been shit going on, like people snitching on each other. Like, the place was on the verge of shutdown. Um, place was on the verge of shutdown due to safety violations. So I felt like they decided to come mess with me. So on their first shift, I was Thursday through Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on their shift. So I guess this is why they came targeting me. So when I was on first shift on Thursdays and Fridays, I had people on that shift would go to their supervisors and say, "Oh, I'm a safety hazard," and all this shit like that. I'm a safety hazard. So they went to their supervisors and they called me into the office, and then I started getting like threats of being written up and everything. I got threats of being written up. So then I was just like, I'm not doing anything. Like, you, you really need to like check the cameras, and that's when they don't have any cameras except for the very front of the building. So then, couple this was last month in March. I'm going all the way in March. So, so then I guess a couple weeks later rolls by, and then I get called into the office again for the same crap because people don't want to leave me alone. So then that's when I got the threat of being written up, and I actually did get written up. Oh, I hope I'm still going. So that's whenever I got the threat of being written up, and it was called a Class A violation because he was talking to me multiple times, even though the people on his shift were believing him. I mean, the people on his shift, the supervisor, was believing his coworkers over than what I had to say. I was not allowed to explain anything, and then I told him, I was like, well, whenever I'm on the weekends, which is also Saturday and Sunday, part of my schedule, he didn't believe a damn word at all. All he said was, "Oh, I don't want to hear anything about being singled out and anything." And I told him, I was like, "My supervisor does not call me in his office one on one just to talk to me about that. The only time he really ever called me in was because you called me in on your shift just to talk to me about it, and you told him that you talked to me. That's a different story." Like, do y'all see the difference between being talked to somebody because someone else talked to you instead of that one person bringing you in, just talking to you about something you did wrong? Now, the only thing that my actual supervisor caught me doing was accidentally doing a roll. Like, you know how some people do the California roll, like at a stop sign, like when you're driving a car or on a forklift. I know some people have done that, and I've admitted to it because there was a heavy load on my forklift. It was like 1,200 pounds of like water bottles and shit like that. Like, these pallets were tall, so and heavy. So there were times where I could not stop, or else it would be shifting forward. And the whole point is to not spill it because it was a bitch to clean up if you spilled it. So that's one thing. But he didn't yell at me for it. He was just saying, just be careful. And I even told him, I was like, hey, I had a load. I mean, I won't do it again. And then that was it. So then, after the write up came along, I had a target on my back pretty much. Like, I was called on the radio into the management office, where the supervisor that wrote me up, which is not my supervisor, the supervisor that wrote me up from first shift, and then I was in the management office, who was like, I guess, the safety manager or whatever. I have no idea. So I got called into that office, and then they sat me down. I was literally in the middle of the conversation. I was just letting those two speak, and then of course they're just telling me the same things over and over and over again. Oh, you've been talked to multiple times. even though there's no evidence like on the cameras and everything. Um, because how I know that there's no cameras is because my supervisor was talking about getting cameras in the area that I was in, like areas through the aisles, through the entire like the cooler. You had the cooler, which is where all the fraps and shit was at, and the orange juice, and then you have the frap aisle, which is where everything is at, and then everything else is like Rockstar, Bang, all that shit, like case picking, everything. They did not have cameras. They did not. So they're basically going off by them being on the verge of being shut down because they already had OSHA violations already, and then, um, and by what their employees say, like it's gotten worse ever since I was on leave. So I was, like I said, I was in the management office, and then, like I was in management office, and then they were just talking to me, and then that's when I was just like, this is really irrelevant. Like his people are out to get me fired, because on my shift, I have not had a single issue with that terms of with the terms of the intersections, except for one California role, and I wasn't even getting bitched at for that. He just didn't want me doing it. So, so I'm just like, why? Like, why am I getting this write up whenever you have no cameras? And then that's when she's like, well, it's because you were talked to multiple times about the same situation. No, it's just called his people want to go to him multiple times just to try to get me in trouble. So then after that, I had to sign the write up so I wouldn't get terminated. I did not want to sign that thing at all. I did not want to sign that thing at all. So whenever I was done, like I went back to work and everything, everybody was just like, dude, you have a target on your back now. And I'm just like, yeah, I know. And then when I got to my day, one of my friends that actually I was actually pretty good friends with, he was like, dude, what are you gonna do whenever somebody like falsely accuses you of something again and you have your tag on your back? And then that, because the write-up that I had was final warning. It was literally a final warning. And then he's like, dude, what are you gonna do whenever you have a tag on, like you have a tag on your back, but then somebody goes to the supervisor again with no proof? You're done. And I'm just like, yeah, I know. And then that's when I was just full blown silent. Didn't even talk to nobody. Didn't trust nobody. So then my supervisor actually talked to me about it, and then he's like, don't let this bother you and everything, like, because then I think it was like that. I think it was like a week after in March that happened. I don't remember what week of March it was. He called me in, then he talked to me about it, and he's like, are you okay? And I'm just like, no, because I don't trust nobody. Hang on a second, let me text. Okay, that's done. So so after the aftermath of signing the bullshit document, I went like I think it was on a Friday actually, because Saturdays and Sundays is when my supervisor comes in, because he was Saturday through Tuesday. Well, was my supervisor. I left. So he was Saturday through Tuesday. He called me in, and then he asked me if I was doing okay, like blah 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 and everything. I'm just like, no, because like first shift is literally out to get me fired, and then he agreed, but he felt bad because he's like, well, it was nothing I can do because I don't work on Tuesday. I don't work on Thursdays and Fridays, and I'm just like, yeah, I understand. But then I called off on that Sunday, and he was talking to my one friend that I bowled into the league. Him and I are really close. His name is Jeff. He called him in the office and asked, is he calling off because of the whole crap that was going on? I was like, no. I was dealing with shit outside of work too, and then I wanted to stay away. I mean, yeah, it was part of it, but it wasn't the main part because at the time I wasn't really worried about it. So that's the end of that line. So April 16th rolls around. April 16th rolls around. I'm just doing my work, minding my own business. I texted my wife, I made it, I love you, and then and then that was it. And then I just proceeded to work. So I guess this one guy on my supervisor shift at that time, he wanted to I guess he went into the office because he got his promotion. he had a different color vest, which was a little promotion. He's first responder, and I guess he's also a lead and part of safety. Like part of safety, like leads, because one of the guys on first shift has a blue vest, and he's confirmed a lead. So, and then our lead, like a couple months ago, stepped down because I guess she was tired of doing all the work, like being stressed out. So, him and I were bumping heads. Like, he's almost hit me in the, like, he was really unsafe. I don't know how he got that promotion to be a lead. He was, he got promoted to lead, even though I've told my supervisor multiple times that he was safety hazard. Like, he rolled through the intersections, like, not rolling through, blowing through the intersections, like the stop signs. He went underneath the racks just to go around me, like, make shortcuts. He was pretty much an intimidating driver. Like, whenever, for an example, I was about to leave, like, an aisle, like, forklifters will know what I'm saying. When I was about to leave an aisle, like, you know, going to the next one, not going underneath the racks, just going towards the stop sign. This guy would have, like, so it was a Cascade forklift, so you were able to have 2 pallets of, like, 1,200 pounds of stuff. So it was 2 pallets, one pallet on the left side, 1 pallet on the right. So whenever I was done and I was just trying to leave peacefully, this guy, he just immediately zooms right in without horn, and then he just proceeds to keep going until I back up, and then he was that kind of driver. And then a week before April 16th, he was trying to get on my nuts about me not using my horn and stopping and shit. I'm just like, you're only doing this because you're a lead. Like, I feel like, and then I pieced it all together. Whenever he was the most dangerous one, and he almost hit me in the parking lot, which was even worse. I'm just like, buddy, how are you a lead when you almost hit me in the parking lot and there are cameras outside the building? So then April 16th rolls by. I'm doing my work, everything. And then I get that one call in the office by my supervisor. He asked me, do you have a smartwatch? And I'm like, yes, I do. Because I keep it to keep track of time. Because I leave my phone in my pocket because I am not texting and driving on a forklift. Neither was I doing it on my watch when driving a forklift. And he's like, are you sure? Are you being dead ass honest? He didn't say dead ass honest, but he had that attitude. Are you being dead honest? And I'm just like, yeah, I am. Like, what's the problem? And then he's like, well, I got a report saying that you're over here being unsafe, texting on your watch while driving the forklift. And I'm just like, I'm not. So I'm just like, it's crazy. So the dude forced me to park my lift and everything. I got on the golf cart, and then he just carted me up to the front, and then I had to clock out, and then I was on leave. So I was pretty much suspended. So not only was I dealing with that, I also did a video on Tom McDonald New World Order. YouTube took it down and blocked my they blocked it, and they striked my channel because due to the video's content, it was inappropriate. So not only did they do that, they also blocked my my communication tab. So now I have a hard time communicating with you guys. Like, I left a pinned comment on the naked video I did about a week ago. I left a pinned comment saying, like, explaining like what happened, like why I haven't been making it. So I've been laying low and everything. So I just, yeah, it's just not been good. I found a new job though. I really did. And then yesterday I had the bowling leagues, which was the very first day of bowling league. My very first league, I did really good. I had so right here, oh, so in the league it starts from 6:30. We do 3 games. In an entire league. So I had a 624 in 3 games. So I think I had like a 205. No, I think I had 204, and then 195, and then a 225. My buddy in third, he had He had a 589 series and then I had 624. Him and I did really good. We ended up getting our third, like a random third. He was pretty good too. We had a good team. We beat the other team that was playing against us last night. It was really fun. So it's another reason why I didn't, because I was a little nervous. So it's been me stressing out like recently, laying low, and then the job bullshit. So I'm just like, man, I really got to get back into making videos. But yeah, just let me know. I might be laying low on Tom McDonald. I know he released another track recently, but I'm nervous to react to it because I'm afraid YouTube's gonna strike my channel again. Like, I literally got striked by YouTube and they took away my communication tab. So I thought today would be a good idea to make Storytime, which honestly, even talking about it is still depressing. Oh, so even after I got carted out, he said wait for HR to call me to see if I can come back or not. I did get a call from HR last week saying that I think it was last week, like the day before my birthday. I got a call last week. I explained everything too because I felt like it would be the only way to explain. But when she answered the phone, she's like, "You're on leave. You're not fired." So she was explaining because you did get a final written warning, and then on top of that, you got suspended on the 16th. And I'm just like, well, I couldn't even explain anything. Like, all they did was write me up and then single me out, and I can't even explain anything, and you guys don't even have cameras, like, in the building to even prove that I was doing this. You're going based off employees and based off fear because you guys have already had OSHA violations already in the past. So I'm just like, it's getting ridiculous. So I'm just not dealing with them anymore. So a couple days ago, I think it was on, no, was it yesterday? No, not yesterday. Monday I turned in, Monday I just went in and I talked to the same people that actually brought me in the office to talk to me about when I signed the write-up. I handed them my badge because I'm just like, look, I'm not going to have false accusations on my record. Like, I'm not going to deal with it because I'm trying to work for better opportunities like HR, management, and if they see that, you're going to have a really hard time getting it. So I'm just like, I'm not going to deal with it. Like, on Saturday, I sent a voicemail to both my supervisor at the time and then the first shift supervisor. And I also recorded the voicemail too. Like, saying like what HR said, but then I also said that I'm done because I'm not going to have false accusations on my record. So Monday I went in and turned in my badge. With ease, they didn't give me any problems, but yeah, that's pretty much the whole story. But anyways, guys, I don't know what to react to at this point. Like, tomorrow I'll make a video, or maybe later, I'm not sure. Most likely tomorrow because I'll have 2 videos. I won't be going back to work until May, which is pretty stupid. So I'll be making 2 videos every day until May 12th. Yeah, May 12th is a long day away. It's a long time away. But at least I'll be able to have content. I'll have double videos, like whenever the wife is at work, so because that's really the only time I'll be able to make it. So yeah, just let me know what you want and I'll be reading those comments. But right now I cannot use my community tab for dumb reasons because they want to strike my channel. All right. You can also talk to me through like Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, all that. I haven't been on Twitch in like months right now because I've been really into like these reaction videos. So, and also I did record some footage of me like doing Warzone and everything. It was pretty good footage. Let me know if I could do a mix of both on this channel. But if you want this channel to be strictly reactions, I get it because that's what I started this channel with. But I really love gaming too, like streaming, like making content. Like, it's the main reason why I got a PC because like doing the streaming and then editing, like getting editing software and then mashing clips together, like making montages, compilations. Like, it's really fun to do. But anyways, I'll probably see you later. Most likely we'll see you, like, guaranteed see you tomorrow. Alright, just let me know if you want me to add gaming and what to react to next. Because right now I think Tom McDonald's off the limits right now. Like, it's on limit. because they strike New World Order. All right, see you guys.